Good afternoon, Anjali, and thank you for agreeing to talk to me this afternoon. You are our NQT this year at FlipShare Primary School. You're in your last term. Could I just ask, how aware were you of gender stereotyping and homophobic bullying related issues before you came to work at FlipShare?
To be honest, during my training year as a teacher and during my PGCE, I was slightly aware of homophobia, different families and gender stereotyping, mainly through the course that I was doing at university, which was a general PGCE in primary, but we had one class, I remember one section on bullying, but then this kind of stranded out into homophobic bullying and led into a discussion about different families and gender stereotyping. Now, as a result of that class, for my final year project, part of my PGCE, two other members of the PGC and myself, we decided to look into this topic.
Okay.
And so that's what we chose. We chose homophobic bullying, really, that was the title, for our final assignment. And that's where I think I made myself a whole lot more aware about certain topics like homophobic bullying, different families and gender stereotyping.
Great. So prior to that, as you've been going through the course, were there any specific modules around equalities or LGBT
There was,
issues?
yes. South Bank University is known to be all about inclusion and all about gender stereotyping and bullying, and like they're really good. That's their thing, really. So when I got accepted into South Bank, I think that was one thing that I was looking forward to hearing all about. And given that I'm actually not from England, I wanted to hear what is done differently in England.
Excellent. So when you approached Alfred Salter, how was the ethos of Alfred Salter made clear to you when you approached the school?
I looked at obviously the website to start off with. I came in to visit the school. Now the ethos was extremely clear walking through these doors and on the website. Firstly, I have to say, walking through the school, it had a really nice and calmed and relaxed sort of feeling, and that was already something that drew me towards working at the school. And then looking at the website and looking at posters and reading induction booklets and speaking to members of staff, I figured that this is an all-inclusive school, and it's got a different feel about it in terms of SEN children, in terms of different family backgrounds. And that's what made me feel like I really belong here and I would like to work here. So when I came to visit, I obviously then wrote an email to the deputy head to ask for a placement, and when I was placed here, the ethos became even a whole lot more clear. It was really obvious that all sorts of backgrounds and all sorts of children with different choices were acceptable over here.